So welcome back to GP Nail Art. Jessica here. So today we have our A to Z Nail Art Challenge, letter H Manny. And we'll get into that in a moment, but I want to show you some products that Nail Addict, which I think is now going to be Nail Reserve, sent to me. So we have, I believe this is Sea, Swing, and Sun. And I'm going to go through each one of the colors that they sent just to give you an idea of what I got. So it's a nice, more on the brown side. We have Best of Summer. I really love this color. I can't wait to use it. Happy Birthday, which is almost a minty kind of green, but almost bordering on like a blue as well. It's a very interesting color. We have Second Chance, which is more of a almost neon kind of green. Maybe a little bit lighter, like a lime green. Electric Green. So this one's a little bit more on the neon side than the Second Chance, but super pretty. And Underground Queen, which is a little bit more like on the pine or evergreen, forest green kind of color. So I the representative that I work with from Nail Reserve asked me if I wanted to try out any other colors, and I said I wanted to do some St. Patrick's Day, so that's why I was a little more of the green colors. But I am going to be using my Beetles tools, art brushes. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see this, but that's my Lavender Violets gels as well. Probably going to be using the white and the black in that, just because I don't have those in another gel polish brand. And I'm just doing the one nail today. So again, today's our A to Z Manny. So the comment that got picked is from Pandora Muse 57 Nails, and she said hats. So we are going to do a hat. I'm also going to put her channel up in the cards for you so that you can go and check out her channel as well. But I'm taking my inspiration from this picture here. This is an old phone that I'm using, but I'm going to kind of do a St. Patrick's Day hat. I thought it would be perfect timing, and I haven't done anything St. Patrick's Day as of yet, so I kind of wanted to go in that direction. So what better than a St. Patrick's Day hat? So I'm going to make the background white. So I'm just going to, that's why I'm using my Lavender Violets. Also on the side here, I'm going to show you some of her channel, Pandora's channel information, some of her videos as well, so definitely go check her out. She is also doing a 150 subscriber giveaway as well, so if you want to enter that, go check out that video on her channel and show her some support. So I am starting with my base liquid just to make sure that the gel polish does not peel off at all. And I'm not too worried about it because I'm not going to be wearing this one. I'm only doing the one nail, so I'm using one of the sizes that doesn't actually fit me, just to use them up, because otherwise what am I going to use them for? So, I'll know, you can see my finger, my index finger on my left hand there looks a little red. It almost looks like I maybe burnt it, and that is from the gel reaction that I had when I did the the gel polish Manny with the Madame Glam items. So I don't know what it is in the gel polishes at this point that I am allergic to, because those are HEMA-free. I thought that was it, but apparently not. So I'm just trying to kind of not put them on my hands at all. This doesn't really seem to cause too much of a reaction. I probably, though, in the future will wear a glove, at least on my left hand, just to, kind of minimize that even further from getting a reaction, because it has, it is getting worse. It's kind of all over my finger instead of just on the side, and it, causes what looks like little blisters under my skin and causes my skin to get really, really dry and itchy and everything. So I just, kind of want to put an end to that. So you'll probably see me wearing gloves, at least on that hand, to protect it a little bit further. So I am doing 2 coats of the white just to make sure it's fully opaque, and speeding up the second coat just a little bit because it's just a little repetitive, and curing for a full 30 seconds for each layer. And then we are going to get into some of the nail art. And I'm turning it upside down just to kind of help it level out before I go in and cure it. Alright, so I'm going to start the nail art with the black from the Lavender Violets collection, and I'm also going to use one of the nail brushes, one of the liner brushes, the gold one here, to create the outline of the hat on my nail. So I haven't done freehand in a little while, so I kind of had to, really figure out like steadying my hand, and I apologize that I kind of go out of frame quite a bit on this one. So, it was just kind of a matter of trying to really focus on what I was doing and not really paying attention to, where I was as far as, being in the frame of the camera. So I apologize for that because I kind of go in and out, but you'll be able to see kind of the gist of what it is that I'm doing. So, I'm just kind of doing those curves on the sides of, on either side of the hat for that, like, top hat part. I guess I don't know what it's called. But, in the picture that I showed you in the beginning, it was kind of, curved on the sides, and I'm just using this other brush as a cleanup brush to kind of, crisp up any lines or remove anything before I cure it. And as I, do kind of each line and things like that, I am going to cure quite a bit, in between. So like after I do these curved lines, I cure at least 5 to 10 seconds, move on to another part, just because if it's something that I like, and because I don't do freehand very often, if I like the way that it looks, I want to cure it to make sure that that stays in place, so that if I happen to bump it or have to remove something else or anything like that, that I'm not having to start over from the beginning or ruin, something that I already like that's already there. So I'll kind of cure quite a bit. So even this one nail took me quite some time just for, like the cleanup and, like I said, the curing and things like that. So it did take a bit of time. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish out the outline of the hat. Like I said, cure, and you'll see as I go through. And if I need to, I will, pop back in to explain when we get there. Okay, so for this part here, I'm just kind of doing that, I don't know if you would call it like a sash or a ribbon that was kind of at the base of the hat, that had the buckle piece on it. So I'm just going to kind of, fill that in with black, and then, move on to the rest of the hat. All right, so here we have the outline of our hat. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not disappointed with that at all. I'm going to go in with that darkest green color that that Nail Reserve sent, the Underground Queen, just because the picture is quite a dark green, so I kind of wanted to go that route as well. So I'm really just going to be filling in all of the currently white parts of the hat with the green. So again, I apologize that I'm out of frame. I will pop back in, but you'll be able to see the different parts that I'm doing. I think I kind of figured out there that I was a little bit out of screen, out of frame. But I'm really just filling it in as much as possible, and just kind of being careful around the outline to make sure that I don't go outside of the lines, coloring inside the lines there. But it was kind of fun. This was probably the easiest part of the design, and I'm not really too worried about it being like a fully opaque green. I don't mind that you can kind of see some of the lightness from the white. To me, it kind of looks like like shading a little bit, although I wasn't intentional about any of it. I didn't purposely make any certain parts lighter or darker than others. It just kind of turned out that way. So I am going to go over the whole nail with the matte top coat. I wanted the hat and everything to be that matte finish. I didn't want it to be shiny. So we're going to finish this up a little bit with the matte. I'm going to cure that, and then I'm just going to add one more little detail that I kind of struggle with a little bit, but we'll get to that in a moment. Alright, so I'm showing you the foil transfer gel, and my nail was already in the lamp. I don't know how I kind of messed this up, but I didn't record kind of painting that square shiny part that you see, so that's going to be the buckle of the hat, as you saw in the picture, so I want that, of course, to be gold. I was trying to use like these foil flakes. I thought it would just be easier because it's smaller pieces, but it kind of, this is the part that I was struggling with. It just kind of stuck to the nail. It wasn't kind of, I mean, it did eventually kind of just stick to where the foil gel is, but it was just kind of messy. I was having a hard time kind of getting the foil that I didn't want there off of the nail, so I do go in with like a cotton round and some alcohol to kind of try to rub off some of the gold that I didn't want there. Some of it did stay stuck, but I'm going to kind of reapply the foil gel to that that belt buckle square and use an actual foil transfer. So you can see here it's kind of not complete, but I'm going to kind of try to fix that up a little bit and do it a little bit different. And this is the gold foil transfer that I'm using, and I probably should have chromed it, but I was just kind of too lazy to go and get the gold chrome powder. Sorry. It probably would have been the easiest thing to do, to tell you the truth, other than doing it with foil, but I'm not mad with the end result. I think it came out really cute. And if I was going to wear it, I probably would put some shiny top coat on that belt buckle piece, but I'm not going to be wearing it at all. I think it looks good as is. There's some pieces that are maybe a little bit thicker on that gold part than they should be, but I'm not mad. So here are some pictures for you as well. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Pandora's channel as well, and until next time, bye for now.